Bonsoir, mon amours. Happy Easter. How's everybody? I am exhilarated and tired. This weekend was every bit of the Eight of Wands that it promised to be. I was just running amok. I was ritualing. I was fasting. I was feasting. I had mitzvahs on mitzvahs. I was taking that matzah ball mikvah. Just a bad rap there. I just dropped a bar, if y'all didn't notice. Anyway, what is today? Sunday. So we are doing our weekly oracle forecast for the week. Yay. And if you don't know, yesterday we did a big Libra full moon reading. We did a big spread on that, talked about some of the astrology. So if you want to get in on utilizing the energy of the Libra full moon for the next 2 weeks during this waning phase, then go watch yesterday's video. And also the day before that, I did a video about Passover and the crucifixion, Good Friday, resurrection, and all of that was actually really good. I feel really good. I've been making a lot of content this weekend, but I'm pretty tired from it. I was gonna do my taxes tonight after work, and I'm just like, I'm a frazzled razzle dazzle. I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm just gonna veg out for a little bit. I'm gonna do my taxes in the morning on deadline day. I'm like usually like #1 nerd and have them done early. Like big time, but this year I don't know. It took forever for all of my W-2s to come in from all my freelancing work, and so I don't know. One thing led to another, and here I am. So I'm just gonna do them tomorrow and hope everything works out. Ugh, I can't do them tonight. I don't care what happens. Come what may. Just kidding. Yeah, let's get to the reading. Let's find out what is in store for us for the next few days. Find out what we need to be aware of, what kind of opportunities are coming our way that we need to be ready to take advantage of. How can we embody our fullest potential? I'm tired. And how can we avoid our usual pitfalls or our old patterning? You know, we are really in this like new cycle. We just had that full moon and the new moon during, the Aries season. And this is all about fresh starts, new energy, new beginnings. So now more than ever, over this waxing cycle, be that much more determined to just get rid of those old patterns. Notice them when they come up and just decide to make a different choice. Right? What was the Seinfeld season or the Summer of George, where he was like, every instinct I have is wrong, and so I'm just gonna go against everything I think, see what happens. Yeah, so let's find out what kind of week we might be expecting and what we can do to prepare. Awaken! I love this. An awakening. And yeah, it's like we're really waking up and feeling like a new person and a new life. And yeah, everything, like our consciousness is just expanding. I feel like our relationships are just becoming more harmonious. Every area of our life is just getting a little boost, and we're really feeling it, and we're really feeling integrated in it, and it doesn't feel like so much work. Today I was just thinking, like, when someone is learning a new discipline, and it's like the montage in the movie always depicts them like struggling as like the apprentice, like trying to learn the martial arts, right? And they're training, and their sensei is like being really hard on them, and everything's really, it's like all a struggle, and it's going on for weeks, and they're just like trying so hard and giving it all they've got, and it's still a struggle. But then it's like all of a sudden one day you just wake up and it's like, oh, it's not a struggle anymore. This is it. I've trained. I'm just doing it. And things get easier, and they just kind of like flow. And yeah, I think that we're getting into that kind of rhythm and like falling into a current that just sort of like have you ever just floated really like peacefully down a river in, you know, either like a tube or a kayak or something, and the water's not too, you know, it's not a lot of rapids and it doesn't get shallow, so you can just like float and drink and party. I feel like we're kind of hitting a moment like that where we're starting to feel the, like we're at ease and things are just coming, and we just have a Midas touch, and we're hitting a rhythm and a harmony, and it's really good. So awakening. You might have random emotional bouts during an awakening. There's just a lot coming up and a lot coming online. So don't be afraid. Don't let it freak you out. Just let it all pass through. It's just temporary. Just temporary. All right. What else? What else? Yeah, I noticed too when I'm looking in this card, the Awaken card, the sunflower and the full moon on the card. And so the moon is fully enlightened by the sun during the full moon. And I think that that's what's happening as well. In this picture, like we're going to be able to reflect the light that we are in alignment with, which is great. It's good news. The vessel is being created. We're earning our way into that kind of energy, that kind of energetic state. And then at that point, like when you earn, you've built on solid ground. So it can sustain. All right, what else do we need to know about? Release. I feel like I get this card every single week. And I just like to think of it in twofold or more. But one, I always see that these bugs, they remind me of fears and worries and, you know, insecurities, things we're neurotic about. And it's just like release those worries, release those cares. I also always notice that the mushroom is here, and mushrooms are basically like things that grow out of old decay and death and recycle into something new and valuable and nutritious and delicious, honestly. So mushrooms are, you know, they have a lot of power and resource within them. So nothing is wasted. Everything that falls away, breaks down and transforms, and it's there to be used to create something else with. And so that's what's happening right now. So let go. You know, that's another way that I see this card is just like, just let go. Just don't try to like be too controlling or too contrived or whatever. Just let go, release your grip on control, release the worry, and just go along and see what happens. I mean, not go along, like don't get like pulled along aimlessly through life, but just be malleable and willing to find the flow, the current, and use it to your advantage. Or harmonize with it, so you're not going against the current, so you're not going upstream. All right. Ooh, Memento Mori. Okay, so I like this card because, I mean, traditionally it's talking about how, like there may not be a tomorrow, so take advantage of today, carpe diem kind of thing, because, you know, life is short and we never know when our time's going to be up. But I like to look at this card as like these two skeletons are looking at each other, and I don't know if it's reversed on camera, but when I'm looking at it with my naked eye, this skeleton over here has more flesh. And if you were looking at a timeline, like the way that I'm looking at it now, the guy with the more flesh would be in the future end of the timeline. And to me, it's just like, it feels like a person looking back before they become as developed as they are now. Like they're seeing how far they've come from where they're more than they used to be. They've fleshed out a little bit. And so it's like going back and being in your past self's shoes and looking at your present self and thinking about it from that perspective, and then being yourself now and looking at your past self and thinking about the difference of who you are and who you were and who you will become in the future. So yeah, this card to me talks about, don't let time get away from you, and don't sleep on something that you want because life is short. But also I see it as like, look back to see how far you've come. Appreciate all that you've become and where you're going. And and camera throws itself off the back of the couch. It was like, stop talking about the skeletons, you're going in circles. Shh, maybe they didn't notice. Okay, last card. Because I'm so spacey tonight. I always think I'm like so spacey, and I'm like, did I even say anything? Like, what was I talking about for like 15 minutes? So then I like will watch to see like if anything worked. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. But this time I'm like, I feel like nothing is happening today. Okay, solar plexus. So confidence, willpower, the strength, that awakening card. There's little clues here that are connected. The sunflower here. The solar plexus chakra may be coming online this week. So pay attention. This has like one of the psychic centers. I feel like there's a psychic center in your stomach. I feel like there's one in your solar plexus. I feel like there's one in your heart. I feel like there's definitely one in your third eye and in your crown chakra and maybe even in your throat, because of, your voice and everything coming out of it. It's like a channel. But then I think there's some in your ears, but those are more like receptors. But I feel like the real hub, like the information processors, are the heart, solar plexus, stomach, and up here in the mind. So this, I feel like we're going to have like a solar plex unblocking and awakening this week. It's going to give us a lot more. So the kind of psychic instincts I feel that are here are usually like intuition, gut feeling, instinct, that kind of thing. So watch for that to be a little bit more magnified this week. And what else? Sometimes I feel when I'm having like the solar plexus come alive, I almost feel like I have excitement and like butterflies in the upper part of my stomach, and I don't know what I'm excited about, but it's like excited, nervous butterflies. And it feels like those two, like the solar plexus here, you might feel like fluttering or I don't know, like butterflies, like that excited feeling. So pay attention to that this week. I'm trying to think what else the solar plexus are connected to. It's like willpower, drive, that sense of self, the sense of like having, like knowing who you are inside, having fortitude and perseverance and determination, inner strength. Oh my God, help us. Why is this happening? This is happening because I have my phone is my video camera, and it's stacked up on my journals on the back of the couch, and it's just kind of like balancing. And I'm just like leaning and talking to it. Okay, let's do one more card because I like to, I don't like to end, if I do 4 cards from this Oracle of Oddities and one of them is a chakra card, then I always pull another one. So I feel like they're very specifically like, hey, this is the themes of this. Claircognizance is what I was trying to think of. Or is it clairsentience? I think maybe it's clairsentience, where you can sense and you can feel like instinctually. Claircognizance is when you just know and understand. And passion. I love this card. I feel when I see this card, I see like this like Roman column here, and I feel like it tells me, and it's also part of the body, but doesn't it look like part of the columns from the Parthenon or something like that, from the Greek Parthenon? But yeah, so this to me is like, it always tells me, whatever you do, build it with passion. Follow your passion in life. And that doesn't mean like I think a lot of people get overly obsessed about that. And they're like, I don't know what my passion is. And it's like, you don't have to figure out a specific thing. It's just follow. It's like when somebody says, follow your joy. It's like when you feel passion, like just know okay, that's good for you. Go in that direction. Like, I mean, I guess there are certain things that you can feel passionate about that maybe end up bad for you, but like, try to think of this from a healthy, positive perspective. Like, if something is a good thing in your life and you're passionate about it, good. Like, keep doing more of that, because it is going to give you a deep sense of purpose, and then that will align you with your passion and purpose. So bring a sense of purpose and passion to everything that you do. And when you are making your choices in life, like those big, major decisions, it's like, okay, well, like follow the things that you value, that you're passionate about. Curate the life that you want to have. You can have your dream life. You just have to make decisions that build the dream life that you want. It's very doable. I say do it. That's what I'm about. All right, guys. Well, I'm insane. I have to take a shower and just veg out and watch something good on TV, and well, not really TV, on streaming, and then go to bed early, and then get up early and do taxes at the last minute. Oh, I've been, having hoarding Easter candy. I got to binge on some chocolate this morning. It was pretty exciting, but I did show restraint, and I did just kind of like stop before it was too late. All right, I'm gonna stop now. I hope we have a good week. I think we will. I think let's review. Let's review as we always do. So we got awakening coming. There's an awakening this week, an up-leveling, an embodying of the up-leveling. So it's not just that we are accruing new information or like being that like the student in the training montage. We're like really living it, now, and it's not so hard. We're just letting go. We're just going with it. We're not worried about it. We're like Maggie Gyllenhaal from The Deuce. Remember, I was like, I'm obsessed with when she's like, fuck it, who cares? Like, we're all like, fuck it, who cares? No worries. Don't be stressed. No stressies. No worries. No scaries. And no control freakies. Just let go. Let go and let life. All right. Clairsentience. Trust your feeling, trust those gut instincts, because they are going to be coming online with that awakening as well. Start putting that to use when you see synchronicities and signs. Start exploring what they might be relevant to, and then you can choose how you want to follow up. All right. Memento mori. Give yourself credit where credit's due. Look back to see where you've come from, how far you've come, and celebrate all the work that you've put in, how you've filled out into so much more depth and dimension than you were in the past. You've come so far. And life is short, so, what are you waiting for? Let's get this party started, bitches. And then passion. Yes, let's get this party started, bitches. Passion. Follow your passion. Follow your joy. Build your life with passion and purpose. And you will find probably a lot more fulfillment that way. You don't have to find a specific passion or purpose. Just live with passion and purpose, and you'll align with things that you give you a sense of passion and purpose, and that you can put passion and purpose into. All right. Hope we have a good week. All right. Be good, but not too good. Ciao.